Hi.
Hi, my
Hello.
name is Partho.
Okay,
Parth.
Partho. Okay, fine. That makes you obviously from West Bengal. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm
Where are
Ajay
you
Rao.
from?
And I'm from Bangalore, Partho.
Okay, okay, okay. Ajay is
Okay.
a river name,
Ajay
right?
is what?
A river name.
Oh, it's a river
Also,
name. And where is
yes,
this river? Where is this river,
yes.
Partho?
It's actually origin from Bihar and
Okay.
go to Jharkhand and West Bengal, Indian West Bengal.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. Okay, I've
Yes,
never heard of this fact. I've never heard. I've lived
yes.
some part of my life in UP and not, at least not the west side of India. But I have never
Okay.
heard a river named by this Ajay. Okay, fine. Wow, nice. I have a river in my name.
Yes, yes, yes,
I can't
yes.
see
Ajay
with
means
you.
unconquerable, right?
Absolutely, Ajay is unconquerable. I don't know how much of that is true, but at least I am not worthy enough of that name. So, unfortunately or fortunately, you may call, I have that name. So that's the reality.
But is there any difference? What is the difference between trustworthy and trusty?
May I get your question again? What's the question?
Difference between trusty and trustworthy.
Trusty and trustworthy. I don't think trusty is a word at all.
Okay. And trustworthy
I don't
means
think
whom you believe. Whom you
yes.
believe. Okay, okay.
Trustworthy is it's not whom you believe, whom you can believe even without thinking. That guy is a trustworthy person.
Without mean
Okay,
rely on him or her.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
Rely is not rely and trust are two different things. Okay, rely is
okay,
something different, and trust is something different. You can rely on your milkman for your daily milk delivery.
okay, okay.
Okay, but you cannot
Means
trust.
whom with whom you meet regularly or know very well. Then that person you can rely
Not
on.
really, not really. It has to. It doesn't have to be with the person whom you meet regularly or something. Trust is something of a belief that you have in another person that this guy will not let me down.
Okay,
Okay, this guy will not backstab me.
okay,
This guy will not put me in trouble. So that is trust.
okay, okay,
Okay. If your milkman doesn't deliver you milk, it's okay. You get milk from somebody else, but you don't have to trust your milkman to deliver you milk.
okay,
So that's the difference between relying and trusting a person. But definitely, you will uh, trust your. If you are married, you'll definitely trust your wife to cook you absolutely wonderful food every day if she's a good cook.
okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
And if you have a
But I am
friend,
not.
you're not married. Okay. In that case, you'd probably you trust your friend that he will give you some money when you don't have some, or probably
Yes.
you'll trust your friend that he will not tell your secret to anybody else. So
Okay,
that
okay,
is
okay,
trust.
okay. Okay. Now I understood.
Okay, yeah. Relying is
Okay,
something. I relying is basically more of a. I believe him. That's okay. I believe that milkman will get tomorrow. Newspaper guy will get me newspaper tomorrow. That's it. So, anyways, we
okay.
got into trust and belief and all that stuff. In fact, I just wanted to ask you, what do we do of the topic today? Have you prepared? Are you in the habit of
Yes,
discussing
yes, yes,
actually the
yes,
day's
yes,
topic, or okay,
yes,
fine. Have you seen that?
yes. It's a if you are insect or bug that.
If you're insect
Okay,
or a bug, okay. Now, before I start, let me ask you a question. Okay, only you can answer that. you told me that your name is Partho, isn't it? Now, I
Yes,
have seen many people uh, who have this name written exactly the way it should be pronounced. If I pronounce that word, it will be Partha, isn't it? If I am from any part other than Bengal, if I am anybody who
yes.
pronounces that, but why is it that I have another friend called Anindya, but he says when I ask him, he says my name is Anindyo, and
Yes.
so this is how it happens. Do you have a particular reason why this is like that?
Yes, I don't know that reason, but it's actually happened because V and B also that's kind of some letter you can pronunciation is different. So that's we have.
Okay, Bengalis are known to be as sweet as the wonderful sweet that you get in Bengal and that part of the world. So I think that's
Yes,
why you make all your names sound more sweeter. So that's why Partha becomes Partho, Anindya becomes Onindyo, and all that stuff.
yes,
Okay, the profile says you are a tax consultant. So,
yes.
Joe, just may I know something more about you if you don't mind telling,
Okay. Ask.
or if you mind not mind telling me.
No, 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 not a problem.
Yeah, tell me
Hello.
something about your work.
Okay. Actually, I prepare balance sheet, profit and loss account, and also if anyone come to bank loan about that kind of thing, or they can ask me about return something, e-filing, that's kind of work I do.
Okay, fine, wonderful. That's nice.
Oh, what do you do apart from clapping?
Apart from Clapingo, I have quite a few. See, I'm a freelancer. Right now, I used to work in a corporate. I used to work a corporate job, but it's almost 3 years now. I have left that job and I do a freelancing. I work as a freelancer, so I do some
Okay,
medical transcription. I don't know whether you have heard or not, and I do a lot of teaching also, and I do course trainings also, soft skill trainings and all that stuff. So I am into that as well.
okay,
So kind of a freelancer's life. So you'll have to work multiple jobs in order to earn your living. So that's the story of a
okay.
freelancer. Okay, fine. So how many classes has it been for you on Clapingo, Partho?
So 70 plus.
Oh, have you finished 70 plus classes?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Wow, wonderful. I'm lucky to have you. After 70 plus classes, you chose me. Hmm. Okay, fine. Let's get into
Okay.
today's topic. I'll just throw you a question. Now, I'm hoping
Okay.
that when you go through a topic, you would have prepared something, you have read something, you have
Okay.
something to talk about. Okay, if I ask you, if you are a bug, if you are a bug, tell me how would your day look like from the time you get up to the time it's night and you have to go to bed. How would your life be if you are a bug?
It's a bug or any insect, right?
Any insect or a bug, you choice. Select your most favorite insect or a bug, whatever you want.
Okay. It's the life of a butterfly, right? See, butterfly start from a pupa, right? And then later he struggle with his life and he go here and there, but after some struggling, get himself time, and then he become a butterfly. That's the life of butterfly because everyone in our life related with human because we are struggle from the scratch of our life. When we start any career, that time we know what we do, what we did. That in a small amount of knowledge, we start our career. And later it's going to be that we become a butterfly life because we know that time everything, anything. But it's not a good life when they are pupil like, and later on when go to with but flower touch with flower and butterfly come to that flower, and butterfly also eco-friendly, keep us environmentally balanced, create an environmental balance. That thing also we need butterfly, and also for view a good looking type of thing, attractive, they're attractive, right?
Wow, absolutely wonderful. Along with being a tax consultant, are you a philosopher as well?
No, I like to read novels.
Ah, okay, fine. So
In
now,
a movie, have you seen that Iga?
Iga, yeah, definitely Telugu
Yes,
movie.
yes, Telugu movie. S.S. Rajamouli, the director. That
Absolutely.
movie, yes, right. A life of
Okay.
insects.
Okay. Okay,
That's how
fine.
tough.
Do you feel that insect life is tough or a bug's life is a tough life?
No. It's actually depend. Like all human, our life we don't know about. We believe destiny is destiny, but you also hard working to prepare more. But in insect life, where he born, that thing it's depend. If he born in a good place or something like a dog, or some dog are going to the pavement and road, and some are going to a luxurious house. So that's
Oh,
kind.
yes, yes. Okay, that's a good point you bring.
In a in a novel I read that the dog was born right at that time. He's a little dog, and that time her eyes is not ready to see anything. That time he's a born in luxurious place, right? And later when his eye become open and he can see the world, then he realize that he born in on the sand. So he don't know about that.
Oh, okay, okay, fine. So you talk a lot about destiny and all that stuff. That's the reason. I mean, the way you philosophize being a butterfly, and probably you do you see your life as a butterfly? I mean, probably you are in a pupa and then
Yes,
you
yes,
come out
yes.
into the
Like
world.
no. In school life, we do that kind of project in a shoebox. We do that right. Butterfly life, how it's changed. So
Wonderful. But what you didn't answer, you told me about the butterfly's life. You kind of told about what it takes to succeed in life. In a way, you told about, gave an example of a butterfly and told how you should be in life. But I am asking you, I want you to be creative. Think for a minute that now you are a butterfly. Okay, be creative and tell me the moment you wake up, now you're a butterfly. Now, tell me some activities of your day as a butterfly. What all will you do? What all? Just think about what all butterfly
okay,
does. And
okay. If I would be a butterfly, then I live in a tree or some place in a house, right? And that I fixed. And when I wake up, that I saw the world. It's rainy that time. I can't go to the outside or flying to the outside. And if it's a good weather, then sunny weather, that time I go to the outside and find out where the flower is, who attract me. And that time I go to the flower and sucking some flower, what flower,
nectar.
nectar. Yes, nectar. That oh, okay, yeah, okay. That's kind of, and I go to trees, and uh, that thing I think nothing more than that in a butterfly life.
Okay, no, see, I told you to be, let me tell you, let me give you some clues. If I were a butterfly, I would go to a beautiful girl and just make some rounds around her, try to impress her, sit on her shoulder, and then I'll go to some two people sitting and talking about their love life. I'll go and listen to what all they speak and all that. I'm just wanting you to become absolutely creative and wild with your
Like
ideas.
espionage.
Okay, tell me
Okay,
something about it. if at all I'm asking you now, since we are in an English class, English conversation class. Now you told that you have seen Ega movie, isn't it? Okay. Now, if at all, can you in English, in your own words, explain the entire plot of the Ega movie in probably 1 or 2 minutes? Can you explain? Let us see how you explain that.
Okay. First of all, a boy and girl. I don't remember it very pretty much vividly, but I can tell.
Oh, you
A
remember
boys and
lividly. Okay, lividly. That's a wonderful word. That's a
no,
very nice.
no. Okay, a boy and girl, they love each other, right? So that time, one man, her name is Sudip, right? Sudip, he is the villain of that movie, and he actually he also loved that girl, but in not a good way, at a bad way. So, he know that girl, so he tried to kill him, and finally he will succeed. And after that, the boy in his next life he become insects, right? And he try to uh, tell that girl that Sudeep is not a good man, and it is a very struggle. That time, someone throw water in his face, and and when he go to Sudeep, that time he realized that spray that kind of what insect killer, and he after so much struggle, he finally write in the table with the help of water, and he finally told him that he is not a good man. That time he realized that, and later the villain was killed. That's it. And they
Wow.
took that revenge.
And take that revenge. Okay, fine. That is
Take that
wonderfully explained.
revenge.
That is wonderfully explained. Thank you so much for the short summary of Ega movie, and I could refresh my own memory with whatever you told.
Yes, it's
Do you find?
2012.
Yeah, 2012. I am just wanting to ask. Uh, this was a little bit of a challenge what I threw at you to explain the movie plot and something. So I am sure at your workplace also you will be encountering such situations. And what do you feel is the deficiency or difficulty you feel when you have to explain a situation, explain some occurrence, or say explain a story to somebody? Because I'm sure you're a tax person, you have to explain your calculations to somebody, isn't it?
Yes,
So
yes,
what?
yes, yes. Yes, that time when I don't find the right word sometimes. It's hesitate sometimes. I can write, okay. Then when it's time to speak, it's little bit hesitate for me. I don't find the right word. Sometimes I find a good vocabulary that I have, but sometimes it's I can't find the right.
Sometimes you can't find the right word. Okay, so your basic purpose on Clapingo is to improve your uh,
English speaking skill.
expressing ideas. There, the
Yes,
capability to
yes,
express your ideas
yes,
and
yes,
speak
yes.
fluently also and express well. Okay, that's so. How far have you come in this journey in 70 classes that you have had? Partho? How was your first session, and how do you find yourself now?
I joined June month. I think I joined June month.
Okay, now
Now
what do
I
you?
find okay. Now I am little bit confident about when I speak. First, when I'm in scratch, I can't speak so well. I'm looking here and there to find out the exact word.
That's good to hear that you are a confident person now as far as expressing your ideas is concerned. You know what I would suggest you right now, my only suggestion to you is that again, your purpose is not to speak correctly. Your purpose is to speak. Okay. So my suggestion is speak even if you're wrong in grammar. Don't worry about your grammar. Don't worry about your pronunciation. Since you are from West Bengal, you will definitely have some accent to you, which is specific to that part of the world. Okay. So
Yes.
don't try too many things with your learning experience. Don't try to correct your grammar. Don't try to correct your pronunciation. All your concentration needs to be only on your uh, ability to speak on any subject, or at least the subject you know better. At least explaining the tax papers, the return papers, and balance sheets and all. That's your normal job. And I think generally
That
you
I can explain easily.
balance you can explain, but you need to fill in between those sentences with English words. No, that is what is the problem.
Yes, yes.
So it's good to know that you're improved from the time you came until now. I'm sure you have improved. What all do you do apart from this, apart from Clapingo, in order to improve yourself?
I watch movies,
Okay.
web series. So it's sometimes hated because of UK content are there, USA content. So sometimes it's understanding problem, but I use subtitle.
Uh,
So I it can help,
Wonderful.
and I find out new word also from.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, that's what. Now, if I since you talked a little bit about philosophy and all that stuff, though not directly, but you kind of gave a hint that our life should be like a butterfly and all that stuff. Now, if at all you, as a human, you had to learn something from an insect or a bug, okay, that you can use in your life, what is it that you want to copy from these small and tiny insects and bugs?
Yes, I told that give yourself time, so you can one day will succeed.
Give yourself time. Okay. What else?
Early pupils to butterfly. He give yourself time and struggle. After that, he become butterfly. Right?
That's yeah. That is a good thing that you told. You know what I feel. Uh, these bugs and insects, they have a very unwavering intent to finish their job. They have just one job: collect food, and they do it come what may. What do you feel?
And
Have you seen ants
yes,
go
yes,
in a line?
ants also they reserve food for their in if any bad situation come that time he can't find out food, so they
Absolutely.
also
Yes.
can reserve food for.
So what do you think? What can you learn from these ants? Or well, not only you, we all humans can learn from
And also unity.
unity. And what else? I'm
Yes,
looking for another word. Not unity.
and
Hmm. Think of something. Unity, yes, unity could be one thing. What else can you learn from these ants? What do you have to say about being consistent,
yes,
hardworking?
yes. Actually, when they saw some sweets or food, they can grab it
Absolutely.
and store it, store
Yes.
that food.
Never give attitude. When an ant passes in a straight line and you block it, it won't go back. What will it do?
Yes, yes. They can find out another line, another way.
It find another way.
Yes,
So what
yes. So
can we
it's
learn?
also one door is closed, then another door is also open.
That is what I'm wanting to listen from you.
Okay, okay.
Okay, this is what all we can learn. See, even an ant and these insects, these bugs, they possess some qualities that we humans don't have.
Yes,
Isn't it? Most of the time, the first hurdle comes in our life, we give up. Isn't it? I am a culprit.
yes.
I want to lose weight from such a long time, but it is just not happening. I just give up. When I see food, I give up. That's the problem with humans, isn't it? They just are not like these insects and animals, these insects and bugs. They have unwavering.
No, also we think that we wake up so early and then we sleep very late. so busy on social media, that thing, and we think that we go for work morning or evening time every day, but we can't fulfill that because this is not a hardworking thing, or you can put extra thing on that, but it's a daily routine, regular type of thing. If you do it regularly, your health become more
Absolutely.
what I say, yes, more correct for a
Do you
healthy
know the
person.
names of, apart from butterfly, now let me check your vocabulary. Do you know the names of at least some bugs and insects?
Hornet,
Hornet is a bird.
or butterfly type of insects, ants.
Moth,
Yes,
wasp,
I know moth. Yes, moth are
beetle.
surrounded in bulb.
Absolutely. Moth,
Yes,
beetle. Okay.
yes, beetle.
And
Beetle,
grasshopper.
beetle also using nut. Beetle nut.
Beetle nut is different. That is something that you
Uh,
use, you take your pan with.
beetle. Yes, beetle
Beetle
nut.
nut is different. So, but beetle is an insect, isn't it? That you find in your windows when there is rainy season or in the spring season, you get your house almost gets covered. Wherever there is light, you will find those insects, and beetle is one of them. So that is
Yes.
how it is. So my suggestion to you is we just have 1 minute, but try to increase your vocabulary. Read more, Patho. Read more, listen more, and definitely speak more. Don't limit yourself to these half an hour of sessions on Clapingo. I would want you to, at this point in time, don't worry too much about your grammar. Don't worry too much about your pronunciation. That is, should be your aim.
Thank you.
I had a wonderful conversation with you, Partho.
Okay, me too.